Zall. My name is Alexis Zall, and this is the show where we chat about things that I find interesting, as well as have dynamic conversations with spicy people, all the while using crunchy adjectives. If you are only hearing me, go download the Fullscreen app, fullscreen.com, or the App Store to see it. There's a lot to be seen. Today I'm here with Grace Helbig.
Yay!
What's the first word that comes to your mind?
Comfort, because I feel it.
Are you just super comfortable right now?
Yeah, I feel really, don't I look it? Just like, this is what comfort looks like.
Go download the Fullscreen app to check out comfort for the first time.
If you've never experienced it for yourself, see it with Grace Helbig.
Here we are, being comfortable. So you are a YouTuber, actor, author. The list goes on and on.
I love labels.
How did you get started in entertainment?
I have all brothers, and when I was growing up, I thought they were the funniest people in the world. And my older brother and older stepbrother used to make a lot of sketch comedy videos before the internet was a thing, just with our camcorder at home, where you just had to film a clip and then film another clip and then film another clip. Like, that's how you edited in real time. And they'd make these sketch comedy videos for themselves and then for school projects, and I thought they were so funny, and I just wanted to do what they were doing. And so I got really interested in comedy, and I went to college and I studied communications, and then I started doing improv in New York after I graduated, and everything just sort of kind of rolled into something else. And then the internet happened.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Mm-hmm. How many times do you think you've said that story?
I've said versions of that story probably a few hundred times, I think. But never gets old. It's my life.
No, just love it. Yeah, a good, quick life story. You really, had the sentences down.
Yeah, I got my life log line, but I don't, is the sad thing. I don't actually have it. The story is different every time. Bits and pieces here and there. But, I don't know. I'll work on it.
Yeah, aren't we all just, working on everything, you know? Who knows anything? We're all just flopping around doing our best.
Trying to succeed.
So I have a decision that you need to make right off the bat.
Okay.
So I want the audience to get to know you better.
Okay.
So either you can say 3 fun facts about yourself, or I have found 3 fun facts about you using the power of the internet.
Ooh, I would love to hear what you found about me.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's begin.
Let's begin.
So the first one is you are a medal-winning pole vaulter.
Yep. Yes. That technically is true.
How?
So I did track and field when I was in high school, and I did I have long legs. Obviously, if you're on the Fullscreen app watching this, it's no surprise.
Comfortable long legs.
Comfortable long legs. And I did a lot of hurdles and high jump and things like that. And then I had a friend that was doing pole vault, a guy friend, and that year, I guess, they opened it up to females to do pole vault, and I was a medal-hungry teen, and there weren't a lot of girls doing pole vault, so really all you had to do is get your body over the first height that they set, and basically you won a medal. And so somehow someone found that in my history. It's not something I brag about ever. Someone added it to my Wikipedia page, and I remember someone asking me that in an interview for the first time and being like, how did you know that? And they're like, it's on your Wikipedia page. And I was like, why? How did they find that? It doesn't make any sense. But technically, it's true. It's not impressive in the reality of it, though.
I mean, just the idea of throwing yourself over a tall bar,
with a pole,
sounds really impressive.
It sounds really impressive. When you look back at photos of yourself doing it, it looks so stupid. It looks like you could jump over it without the pole very easily. You're making it more difficult for yourself using the pole.
What do you think is the stupidest thing you've done that other people find really cool?
Pole vault.
Okay, we did it.
I'm trying to think of other stupid things I've done. I really repress a lot of the idiocy that I perform on a regular basis. What about you? What's the dumbest thing you've ever done?
Hey, I'm asking the questions here. Okay, also, side note, that's how you know that someone interviews people is when you have them on, podcasts and they ask you questions back.
Totally, or that's in life how you know that someone is a listener. When they ask you questions back, that they care about you as a human being.
Yeah, they're actually, paying attention. They're engaged in what's going on.
100%.
All right, second fun fact. So we collaborated.
Yes.
How was that for you?
The car collaboration?
The car collaboration.
That was really fun. I was super excited. I think that you are so hilarious. And I was telling you during that whole collaboration, when I saw you in like Shane's videos and stuff like that, I was like, this girl is really too funny for her age. Not too funny, but
I'll take it.
Impressively funny for how old you were. And so it was fun. I admired your ability to handle taping a camera down to a dashboard and having it swerve everywhere every 3 seconds.
Thanks.
I think we got some fun videos out of that.
Some good footage.
Yeah.
Good memories.
Some cool jams, fun times.
Third fun fact. You have a show on Full Screen called Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig.
I do, yes.
How'd that get started?
That got started because I did a podcast with Rhett and Link. They have their podcast called Ear Biscuits. And
Sounds like an infection, but in a good way?
It kind of is. I did their first episode, and they didn't really know what they were doing. They just wanted to have a conversation with creators, and they're so big brother-like in a way. They're so comforting and sweet, and it's just you and them that the conversations end up getting very deep and very surprising in a lot of ways. And so the more they did it, the more they realized that was kind of their brand, is that they play good cop, bad cop, and getting creators to talk about things they wouldn't normally talk about in an intimate, like comfortable setting. But when you leave there, you think, oh my God, what did I say? They can't use half of that. And so I was talking with my friend Jack Ferry about the idea that I wanted to create basically a podcast that was the complete opposite of that was not too deep, that didn't investigate any personal life of any of the guests, and instead just talked about dumb, nonsensical things. And then we did it. And now there's like 70 episodes or so available, something like that.
Go listen to them.
Go listen or watch them. They're all there.
Speaking of Not Too Deep, I thought it would be fun if we played a game called Too Deep with Grace Helbig.
Oh, great. This sounds fun.
Could we please bring out the wheel?
Oh, no.
And then we are also, we're each going to get a headlamp.
Okay.
So basically, the way that this game is going to work is you're going to spin the wheel. There's 16 incredibly deep questions.
Okay, do I put the headlamp on?
Yes,
I'm doing it.
It's headlamp time.
Headlamp time.
It's time to get lampy.
This seems like something you should just have in your life. It feels like this would be really practical and helpful.
Yeah, I think it's like red.
Oh, yeah. Dangerous.
Super art. It kind of fits with the neon vibe.
Ooh, are you going to answer these too?
Yes. So we're going to go back and forth. We're going to answer some deep questions and do the complete opposite of your podcast.
I love it. Also, this is the cutest wheel. Do you get to keep this?
No, we like reuse it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, you do a lot of wheel things.
So yeah, it's a pretty wheel-related show.
Okay, should I spin it?
Give it a twirl.
Okay.
Is that a nice noise? Like click, click, click,
It's very
click,
cathartic, yeah.
It's like ASMR, those Instagram paint mixing videos. What is your deepest fear?
What is my deepest fear? Failure, I think. I think that's a deep fear that is also a motivator. It's like so deep in its fear that it's actually like cyclical in its motivation kind of thing. I'm so afraid of failing that I motivate myself to keep going.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good way to look at it.
Yeah, also loneliness, I think, which is like why I think I started the internet to begin with. It was like an easy way to connect with people.
Yeah, and be like, we're both here at the same time.
Right? Like we're here, but I'm still in the comfort of my own home by myself.
Best of both worlds.
Truly. Wait, do you answer that? No, you do your own.
I'm gonna give a twirl.
Okay.
I like
the spin music.
What happened?
Oh, you get the deepest questions.
So I was very young. And I woke up one day and I was like, wow, I'm alive. And then I was like, I wonder what I look like. So I went and I looked in the mirror and there I was. So,
brave.
Some heavy stuff.
That was brave of you to tell that story.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think you'll make
Your
a
time
lot of
to
people. This is very athletic.
Almost as athletic as pole vaulting.
Truly.
Oh, you are also being asked what happened.
Can I spin again? Do we have to answer the same question?
You can spin again.
Yeah.
Give it another twirl.
I'll do a little one, a baby one. There's so many good questions on here. Oh my God. Okay,
Blame
so
it
I
on
got
what
what
happened
happened again.
again.
So I guess they want to know what happened.
They being the entity that lives in this wheel.
Yeah, I would say what happened was I was in sophomore. I was a sophomore in college, and I was working at Dave & Buster's in Penn's Landing for the summer, and it was awful, and I hated it, and I never quit a job before, and then my mom talked me into quitting over the phone in a Target parking lot, and I did it, and I felt like that's when my life started.
That's when things really got rolling.
Things really started moving for me.
Why did you hate that job?
Well, my track coach from high school was the one that got me the job when I was in college. And she was awesome to me, but I quickly learned that she was the bitch of the restaurant. So being associated with this woman who would work there like on the weekends while she was like teaching, high school gym class, essentially, I was like, oh, I can't be associated with her. And then they don't give you any training, really. They give you quote training, but it's not thorough, and then they throw you out onto the floor, and it's a restaurant meets an arcade, so the people that are there just want the tokens, and they want the meals that give you the tokens, and then they want to go play the games without paying you, and it's the whole thing. And then all the chefs in the kitchen were rehabilitated criminals, so there was a security guard that walked you to your car at the end of the night. There's just a lot of layers of stuff that could have been better.
Wow, something I never think about when I go to Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, so just think, I mean, it's a great program to rehabilitate criminals, but when you're a 19-year-old, like, tiny little suburban girl,
I relate.
Like, I don't know, I'm driving my stepdad's truck to work every day. It wasn't the greatest scenario.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we know what happened.
Yeah, so
good
guys,
thing it landed on the wheel twice.
Don't be afraid to walk away from something that creeps you the out. Can I curse on this?
Yes,
okay.
Lots, all the time.
Thank God. Okay.
I love a good curse word. Gonna give it a twirl.
Okay.
Okay,
let's get a good one. Ooh, what advice would you give to the 5-year-old you?
Ooh, I think she's like doing fine. I think.
She's like, where was I at 5?
Yeah, like, probably like eat more vegetables, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I had started like better eating habits, then it'd be easier now.
Yeah. Do you find it difficult now?
Well, I just like don't want to eat salad. You know.
In the beanbag here with the headlamp.
I don't know vegetables.
I hear that.
Do you enjoy healthy eating?
I like healthy food. I like, as an adult, I notice differences in my body when I eat healthy versus not. If I eat just like plates of beige and brown all day, which is what I want to eat, fries, potato chips, mashed potatoes, all the hits, I feel crazy. And when I eat vegetables, turns out I feel good about myself.
Are you a vegan?
No, I'm not. I love cheese, but I can't really do cheese. I'm lactose sensitive. I was pescatarian for like 7 years, and then
what happened there?
I tried bacon, and I was like, what am I doing? But I also had like plenty of times in that 7 years of pescatarianism that I would get drunk and just like eat a pork burrito, and then like the next day I'd be like, oh, my stomach. But it was great at the time, so it wasn't for a moral reason ever.
You were just like, let's do it.
Let's try it.
Sure.
Okay, should I spin
Give
this
it a
again?
twirl.
Okay. God, I've always wanted to be on The Price is Right.
What is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
Oh my God. What is the greatest accomplishment?
Wait, I'm going to put a twist on this.
Uh-oh.
So let's do like a career accomplishment and then like an emotional triumph.
Okay. A career accomplishment, the greatest accomplishment of my life. I feel like I was owned, my content when I first started on YouTube was owned by this company called My Damn Channel, and I had to make a decision at one point whether to like leave the old YouTube channel that I had that had a few million subscribers and start completely new, not knowing if that would work at all. And I took a risk, and it paid off, thankfully, and that was really a scary time. So that feels like a good accomplishment.
Hey, congrats.
Hey, thanks. High five. An emotional accomplishment? Oh, what's an emotional accomplishment? I think emotionally, like making really good, solid friends as an adult, which is something that when I was growing up, I like kind of flailed at for a while because no one teaches you how to make
flail.
Yeah, but when you're in these like school systems or communities, it's really easy to make friends. But then when you're thrust into the real world, you're like, do I just go to a bar and say like, hey, what do you like? Is it in line with what I like? Let's be friends. And so yeah, finding like-minded people that I think really motivate me has been a huge emotional accomplishment.
That's really awesome. Yeah, I totally think it, because I've been in online school since 7th grade, so like friendship was something I had to be like, I would like to make some friends now.
Like you teach yourself how to do it.
You have to like go and be like, do you want to hang out with me sometime?
Yeah.
And then like do it.
It's scary. You have to make yourself really vulnerable.
For sure, yeah.
But it works out when it works out.
And like friendship's beautiful.
It's like cool.
I love friendship.
I'm like happy about it. Okay, what do you got? What do you got? Let's get a good one. Oh.
What is one thing you would change about yourself? Oh. See, there's like two sides where it's like nothing and then like everything, you know?
Yeah. You're like, I want to be that person that says like, I love everything about me, my flaws and all.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, but like, I really hate my flaws.
Mm-hmm. I wish, like I wish I didn't need to feel pretty.
Oh, I think that's super relatable.
Because I think I like feeling pretty.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
But then if I don't feel pretty, I don't feel good in other aspects too.
Sure,
So like,
sure.
if I didn't have that,
Yeah.
if I could just like flop around like a meat and hang out.
Yeah, not be like, like your happiness level is defined in
by
accordance
like how
with
confident I feel.
Oh yeah, but I think that's something we all go through. You're not alone.
Thank
You're not
you.
alone,
Thank
girl.
you. All right, final spin.
Final spin. Here we go. Let's see. If I get what happened again, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, I got greatest accomplishment. What happens after we die? Ooh, I don't know. And I am so curious about this, but I'm also so comfortable not knowing. I feel like at one point in my life, I tried to think about what would happen after we die and figure out how to live my life now in accordance with what might happen after we die. And it's just not worth my thoughts and my time. I feel like no one actually knows. There's no actual scientific proof about any of it. So I don't know, but I'm open to whatever might happen.
That's a good attitude. I feel like there's like two types of people. Like people who are like, death,
Sure.
And then people who are like,
I guess I am more freaked out about death in terms of like losing someone else rather than myself dying. Like I could give a shit about myself dying and then like I would feel bad for the rest of my family. No, I mean like in terms of like, oh my God, do I get reincarnated? Is there an afterlife? Is there a heaven? Is there a hell? What is there? Do my actions in this life affect whatever the next life might be? No idea. So I'm gonna try and be as cool as I can right now.
To continue like getting deep.
Yeah.
I find death to be like kind of inspirational.
Really?
So it's like you gotta like do stuff. You know? Right now. Now's the time.
Oh yeah, when you have those moments in life where I've never had an actual personal near-death experience, but when you imagine what that is like, if you like, use your brain and put yourself in that scenario, it's extremely motivating.
Yeah, gotta just make moves.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
One of my favorite phrases is we're all gonna die someday.
Oh my God, I say that all the time.
It's like so true though.
Totally.
It sounds so like dark and bleak, but it's just the facts.
Or I try and think that if I'm like gonna like ask someone out or like put myself out there in any way, it's just like death is forever, so whatever. It's all fine. Don't worry about it.
You have this moment. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, your last spin.
Twirl.
Ooh.
Is time travel possible? Like, I don't think so. But I don't.
Like, you should ask a scientist, I guess. I don't really know.
It doesn't make a lot of, like, sense to me. Because I feel like the past and the future don't really exist anymore. But
yeah,
that's just my mentality.
I've had people try to explain that how time travel can exist, and I can't follow. I can't follow, but I trust their passion about it being able to exist.
Sure, if someone does it, like, that's great.
Yeah, good for them. But I don't think would you want to go back in time?
Like, no, I don't know. What about you?
No, I think I wouldn't. I feel like this might seem like bullshitty cliche, but I try and believe that everything happens the way it's supposed to for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a decent way to live, because then you look for all the good things or all the good reasons that bad thing happened, instead of being like, oh, I wish I could like dwell, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of not worth time.
Totally. Or I think back on like times in my life where I was like, this is the worst thing ever. And now it's helped me so much.
Yeah.
Changes your perspective and like.
Gives you perspective, all of it.
All of it.
So who knows if time travel exists.
So I recently got banged.
Yeah, I saw.
Right on the forehead.
Yeah.
And you've had bangs.
Yeah.
Tips?
Tips. Well, it seems like you got banged for good reason. When I look back on my bangs, I'm like, crisis grace was in full effect.
What inspired your previous bangs?
My previous bangs, I think, were inspired by feeling in a rut, feeling stuck, because bangs are a very easy way to change your appearance and feel renewed without making a major change. And they're not permanent. It's not like getting a tattoo or doing whatever. And also, they're cute. Like, I like them at some point, but I have a cowlick right in the middle of my forehead. So it was always way more effort for me to maintain the bangs. So I just gave myself more to do. But they were fine for a time, but I cut them myself both times.
How did that happen?
Well, the first time I cut them myself, I got drunk at a party, tripped over a dog, fell down some stairs, and had to go get stitches in my forehead. And I'd always kind of wanted bangs because it was like when Zooey Deschanel was like, that bangs were really cute and quirky and made girls look like adorable and like interesting. So I was like, this is the perfect time. Let's cover these stitches with some bangs. Also, I don't have a video for today, so let's film myself cutting these bangs. And so I did that, and they turned out okay. And then I had like my hairdresser friend fix them up. And then the second time was like I got out of a relationship. It was the most cliche thing a girl could possibly do.
I'm gonna change my hair.
I was like, I'm gonna change things up. Fresh starts, new me. And that one, I had like a helmet of hair. And it was fun. And every now and then you think about getting bangs, but yours were spur of the moment.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
The hairstylist on a shoot I was on was like, you should cut your hair off. And I was like, all right.
Yeah,
like, sure.
Hairstylist.
Why not? Yeah.
Have you ever had bangs before?
You are an interviewer.
I'm curious, because they are a delicate topic.
A delicate topic, yes. I had them when I was in 6th grade. Okay. I had the Justin Bieber haircut when Justin Bieber had the Justin Bieber haircut.
Yeah.
But on accident, because I thought I just got like a cute short little bob.
Yeah.
But then my friends would like push to the side, and it was Bieber cut.
Perfect. Very on trend.
Do you have any tattoos?
I have one tattoo.
Can you tell us what it is, or is it?
Sure. I mean, now it's the whole story of it is in Hannah's book right now. But I didn't talk about it for a while because Hannah wanted to put it in her book, and it wasn't like the best moment of us getting tattoos. But it's also just so hilarious how it happened that it makes me laugh.
I'm so excited.
It's on my foot. It says, "Here comes the sun." It's a Beatles lyric, which is the song that my dad used to sing to us all the time growing up. And I mean, like, he's still alive, so it wasn't like me, honoring him or whatever. We were in Vancouver shooting Electro and Dinah Girl, and we both had this, like, we were both in relationships that were not going very well, and they were really, like, there was a lot of turmoil and a lot of, like, anger and, like, stuff getting worked out. And so, like, we had one day off, and we had this, like, tarot card reader come, and she, like, spent the day with us, but she was hilarious and, like, didn't actually read our tarot, and it was, like, and she kind of just wanted to be, like, a cast in our show, and it was, like, really a strange scenario.
Funny. Okay.
So after, like, a day of us, like, kind of, like, friend bonding and, like, drinking and hanging out, we're like, we should get tattoos.
That makes sense.
Cut to 3 or 4 in the morning, us calling every tattoo parlor in Vancouver. Finally, one of them agrees to open up for us. The guy was going to go back to the store and open up, and we're like, yes, let's do it. And she had her idea for a tattoo that she had wanted forever. She just never had the, like, chance to go get it. And she had already had a tattoo. And I was like, I'll get one too. And I was like, I'll get this. Like, just hadn't thought about it at all. And we went to the tattoo parlor. It's like 4 in the morning. We're kind of drunk, but, like, not really. We've just been slowly drinking all day, and we're just kind of, like, excited and amped. And so we get there, and it's this weirdo dude, and he's got, like, this child bride wife that's like our age. He's like a middle-aged man, and his wife was like our age, and clearly so pissed off that he made her come back with him to open up this shop. We're filling out the forms, and he goes, yeah, I'm kind of clairvoyant. I can tell that you have trouble with your bowels. To me. And I was like, one, that's not what clairvoyant is, and 2, what the is going on? And so we're like, that should have been a red flag. We're filling these, like, papers out, and then we go to the room in the back where we're getting, it's all set up, and we can see through the sliver of this curtain that there's just another guy that's kind of our age just polishing shotguns in the back of this tattoo parlor.
Sure, what people think, like, what everyone thinks America is.
Right. Literally, this was just like an art installation of America in Vancouver, and we were looking at each other like, what is going on? And Hannah's like, is that normally something you do? And he's like, well, when you guys called, we had like, some meth head girls rob us before, and so we didn't know if you were going to be part of that situation. We were like, what? Okay. And I'm, like, sitting in the chair, and he's, like, writing out the tattoo. And then he goes on to tell us, like, he insinuates, he's just talking, telling stories, and telling us stories about how he's got 2 alleged like sexual assaults on his record.
What?
And we're like, this is just everything pranked right now.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, I get my tattoo, and then I sit down, and Hannah's getting her tattoo, and we're just constantly like looking at each other, like, what the fuck is going on? And then finally, angry child bride goes to the back of the tattoo parlor to the parking lot because he's like, can you get something out of my car? And she comes back, hands him whatever tool he needs, and she goes, someone threw a rock at the windshield of your smart car again, and then just walks back, doesn't even, barely stops, says, delivers this message, and then keeps going. He's like, damn it. And like keeps doing Hannah's tattoo, and Hannah's like, you can go look at that if you need to. He's like, no, it's fine. It's just those girls. And we were like, oh my God. And so we get our tattoos and we left, and my tattoo looks like now. It like, it's all bled together. Like I need to get it fixed, but
that's such a good story.
We were laughing so hard on the way home that we couldn't believe what had just happened over the course of an hour or less. And so I like my tattoo because it reminds me of it's such a ridiculous, nonsensical story that it makes me really happy when I look at it, even though it's like so which actually feels like appropriate.
Yeah, it kind of like fits with the story. Like,
of course he did my tattoo and all the letters bled together immediately. And Hannah still looks pristine, looks great.
Yeah, and of course, like, the meth girls broke his smart car. Like,
right, the child bride, who knows how long they stayed together. Shotgun boy, you know, he's hopefully found a different hobby. So there was a lot of characters. I should make it into a play, stage show.
Yeah, really, like, long play.
Yeah. We'll work on it.
Yeah, like a real-time play.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it is time for another segment.
Okay.
That we call Hot Stories, Even Hotter Beverages.
Ooh.
Hey, Ariel, the producer, could you please bring out the tea?
Ooh, are we spilling the tea?
If you want to spill it,
no.
If you could clean it up after. Like, feel free to spill as much as you...
I've already burned myself on a Kardashian item today.
We'll leave that ambiguous. Yeah. Thank you.
Headlamps, by the way.
The commitment to the headlamps.
Oh, they just felt so comfortable.
Yeah, I like it. I feel... Yeah, mine popped out, too.
Oh,
go to the full screen app to see our headlamps pop.
Yeah, is this ASMR?
Ooh.
Right?
Oh, I like that. That put me right to sleep. Are we? Okay.
I took mine off.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's refreshing.
Squeezed my brain.
Squeezed a little bit. So, hotter stories, even hotter beverages. It's tea time, so you can like pick out a tea.
Oh my gosh.
There's creamer in a martini shaker.
That's adorable.
And what we're gonna be doing today is a lot of times it's like first kiss stories, but I want to amp it up.
Oh no, okay.
So we have found a Cosmopolitan article from the 1980s.
Oh, I've heard of that year.
Oh yeah. Oh, big time.
Big year.
It happened.
Big decade.
And it is titled "Don't Sleep with Them If They ...
Okay.
So I thought I'll read through them and then we'll see if we agree.
Okay.
So the first one owns only one record, and it's Ravel's Bolero. Bolero. I probably mispronounced all of that. I'm young.
I don't even know what that is.
So is that a deal breaker for you?
They have one record?
One record. And this very specific one that we haven't heard of.
No, not a deal breaker. Because I'm pretty sure at one point in my car I had one compact disc and it was Chumbawamba.
What is that?
That's a band that says, I get knocked down, I get up again. That whole, that cult classic.
I respect that.
Thank you.
The next one is tells you not to order antipasto because you'll get salad with the main course anyway.
Oh, deal breaker.
Yeah.
I love antipasto. Let me have what I want.
What's your favorite antipasto?
I just like the whole concept. I like cold meats. That's a Grace Helbig classic. Grace Helbig loves cold meats.
Warm meat? Are you against it, or
not
just
against
a preference of cold meat?
But if you're gonna get antipasto, what is the definition of antipasto? Isn't it just like a meat and
like some meaty meat?
Yeah, and like maybe a peppercini or something thrown on there.
Ooh, are you a peppercini fan?
Sure, I don't hate them.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not?
What sort of tea did you select?
I selected lemon ginger because I think I'm getting a cold, so. It feels like this might be helpful. I don't know.
Yeah, making good, positive choices like a role model.
What about you?
I went English breakfast.
Ooh,
which is a fave. It's
classic.
a classic.
Truly.
Yeah. Just like Ravel's Bolero, the album.
I'm sure Michael Rucker is listening to this, being like, "You don't know what that is."
Gets an attack of heavy breathing, just helping you on with your coat.
Gets an attack of heavy breathing. Just
That's a
help
deal
me.
breaker.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be sexually attracted to a
That's
person
the
that
least hot thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
if they can't get your coat on, imagine them having sex. It'd be like, do you have your inhaler with you? This is gonna be a situation.
If you can't get a coat on, how do you get anything off?
Right. Oh. No, yeah, deal breaker.
Spends more than 15 minutes talking about their ex-spouse.
Oh, ex-spouse.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if it's over the course of, like, your relationship or, like, the day.
I would say not a deal breaker necessarily. If that's the first thing they start their conversation with, then that's a deal breaker. But if it's something that comes up naturally in conversation, I would be curious about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be
Right?
interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can't stand your cat.
Oh. Which cat? What I was
Yeah.
Which cat?
I get it. Your pets.
Can't stand your
Any of the pets.
yeah, deal breaker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be annoying.
Yeah. I mean, it'd just be, it'd be annoying because you love your pets, I assume, if you have them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Chats for 20 minutes on the phone with a buddy while you leaf through the stack of magazines on their coffee table.
Oh, at what point in the date is this? Is this like right before sex is supposed to happen?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, okay, here I am in the waiting room of your like sex chateau. I'll just be here until you're done asking your buddy how sex works. Yeah, I would say that's probably a deal breaker. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. If
Yeah.
like I'm waiting, I'll leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Takes any of the following to bed with them: their sheepdog, teddy bear, Sony Walkman with one is italicized, set of earphones.
This sounds like
a beeper.
This sounds like a woman wrote this that has had very specific experiences happen only to
And
her.
she wants everyone to agree with
She's
her.
like, he brought his sheepdog to bed. Wait, so it's sheepdog, his teddy bear, or his cassette player with one?
With one set of earphones. Not one earphone, one set, but the one is italicized, so apparently that's...
Oh, so it's not like you can share and listen to them.
no sharing.
Okay, no sharing. I guess that's a deal breaker. Yeah, also I'm not gonna have sex with a dog in the bed with me. Like that.
Sounds terrible.
That seems like a no across the board.
Seems oddly reluctant to provide vital statistics like where they work and live or their last
Oh, that's
name.
my worst nightmare. I'm like, oh, this is a serial. I'm constantly paranoid that I'm gonna be kidnapped or that people are serial killers. And so, no, that's a deal breaker. If you're like, what do you do for a living? I'd rather not say. What? I'm out. Immediately, I'm out. There's a gray-shaped hole in the wall that I just ran through.
Oh my God, a gray-shaped hole. I'm gonna like back pocket that joke. I really thought that was great.
Mamie's used to it. It's a hand-me-down.
Okay. Can see you only at lunchtime?
Can see you only at lunchtime. So does that mean that you can only have sex then?
Sure. Yeah, seems like it.
Not a deal breaker.
No.
No. Time is money.
It's
Also, it's like you know that's gonna end quickly if it's bad. Like he can only see you at lunchtime, so you both have to go back to whatever your respective things are.
yeah, and they won't tell you what their work is. So
Right. That's when it's fine.
repeatedly refers to people as hot numbers.
Repeatedly refers to people as hot numbers.
You're like, oh, that hot little.
I mean, if it was someone that was joking, that's not a deal breaker. But if it's a sincere comment on people, what
kind of person
said in the 80s?
It's like something my grandfather would say,
right.
like to a waitress when he's like trying to be charming. You hot little number.
Yeah, I would not sleep with your grandfather. That would be a deal breaker for me.
I think that'd be weird.
Yeah, it would be.
Wears one gold earring.
Oh, where's one gold
That's
earring?
definitely not a deal breaker for me.
I don't think it's a deal breaker, but that was at the time where people wore earrings to denote if they like their sexual preference. But I think that was 90s. I don't know if that was happening in the 80s. But I would say not necessarily a deal breaker. But I would question it.
Yeah, I'd be like,
what's-
what inspired this?
Yeah, what's this about?
You'd ask follow-up questions. 'Cause
Exactly.
You're a listener and interviewer.
Love it.
Shows up with a cigar box full of grass and insists your roommate sticks around.
What? Shows up with a cigar box full of grass and insists that your roommate sticks around. Yeah, I mean,
That's pretty
you
hot
had
to me.
until ask the roommate to stick around. The first half, not a deal breaker. Collectively, deal breaker.
Okay, yeah, it's the
Yeah.
combo.
It's the combo. I mean,
it's like pizza and like assassination. You know, just don't go together. Okay, this one's funny. Wears no underwear, or worse, a pair of silk step-ins.
What?
What's a silk step-in? I guess
is it underwear that you just step into?
like floats up to your waist.
Yeah. Is it like tidy whities, or is it, because silk tidy whities sound hilarious. And I wonder if they exist.
Yeah, I want them.
Right?
It'd be comfy.
I know, for myself.
I'm on board.
I think that's just panties.
It's just like the underwear I wear.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like it then.
If he wears no underwear, that's not a deal. Well, I'd be like, are you uncomfortable?
And be like,
in
why?
your Wrangler jeans? Like, that seems like that's chafing a lot. Not necessarily a deal breaker, but not completely not a deal breaker.
It's something to discuss.
It's a conversation starter.
It's a conversation starter. So where are your underwear?
Yeah, just how all sex should start. Just asking, where are your underwear?
And a final one that I'm going to select from the list is...
How many are on this list, by the way?
A lot.
Yeah, this woman...
Would you like to pick one?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
The last like row we haven't gone over.
Oh.
Pick your fave.
Wait. Does this say keeps a vial of breath sperm tucked in his boxer shorts?
What?
The page got cut off, so I can't read what it says, but...
breath spray.
Breath spray. Oh, I was like, what happened in the 80s? He keeps a vial of his frozen sperm tucked in...
When you like can't get it up but want
Not
kids.
a deal breaker. Not a deal breaker, honestly. He's prepared.
That's some hot stuff.
Insist you scrub up like a surgeon before sex. Scrub just hands? Like surgeons, I don't know, are scrubbing their genitalia before they perform surgery.
Yeah, I don't think they like wash their whole bodies.
Oh my God, there are so many good ones.
So many good ones.
On here.
I miss the 80s.
God has a tan line on his ring finger. Chews gum furiously while smoking.
Furiously.
Says his 3 kids are staying with him for the weekend, but they're, italicized, very sound sleepers.
Ooh.
That is a deal breaker.
That's really gross.
Yeah, total deal breaker. That's an amazing article. Kudos to the woman that wrote that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You know?
Or man, who knows? I mean,
who knows?
It's very, very specific.
Very specific to like their experiences in life. So we're nearing the end of the show.
Okay.
And how does that make you
It
feel?
makes me sad.
Aw, thank you.
I've learned so much.
Yeah, about who not to sleep with,
Yeah,
especially.
I've learned my boundaries.
What I am willing to accept and what I am not willing to accept.
Absolutely.
So a final segment that I like to do that I think is a lot funnier than it is.
Okay.
Is final senses.
Oh, okay.
So we have 5 senses.
Yes.
Blessed, if you will. #blessed.
Yes.
And so we're going to go through each of them and pick out our favorite from the day.
Ooh.
It can be either show specific or just like the day, and we can even extend it to like the last few days.
This is fun. This makes you very aware.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
First one.
Yes.
Sight.
Sight.
Favorite thing you've seen recently?
Favorite thing that I've seen recently. Oh man, what's my favorite thing that I've seen recently? If you have one, feel free to jump in.
Okay, I started watching Black Mirror.
Oh.
And I'm into it. Have you gotten into it?
I have not gotten into it, but
Heavy rack.
Heavy rack. I would say my favorite thing I've seen recently, Tyler Oakley's tweets have been really amazing. I mean, I don't know when this airs, but it's all around election stuff. And so his whole Twitter timeline, and I saw a lot of, not to get too real, I saw a lot of these like peaceful protests happening in different cities across the United States. And that was a really wonderful thing to see, like how diverse they were and actually how nonviolent they were, that it was just getting a message across without having to be so aggressive.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
I like TV
nice.
and you like world change, you know? We all have our hobbies.
Yeah.
The next one is smell. favorite thing you've smelled recently?
I went to my friend Jocelyn's house and made candles the other day.
That's so fun.
It's so easy to do. Heavy rec if
Thank
you're
you.
interested.
If I need another hobby besides TV and world change.
Right. And she got all these like scents off of Amazon, and one of them is like pumpkin. It's not pumpkin spice, but it's like pumpkin pie, and it is the best smelling candle I have in my house right now that I've ever owned.
And you made that.
And I watched her make it.
You watched her make, and you were there for it emotionally.
There. I was drinking vodka sodas, enjoying some chips and dip, while she made 22 candles.
What a specific number. Very Taylor Swift of her.
We counted them so we could give them out in, like, we could ration them equally to each other. Yeah.
That's nice.
How about you?
Ooh, I think favorite thing I've smelled. Oh, I had a quiche yesterday. And it tasted different than it smelled. It smelled really good.
Ooh, okay.
It was okay taste-wise. I mean, if we're breaking things down sense-wise,
right? That's not going to be your favorite taste.
Not going to be my favorite taste.
Okay.
I want to put that out there, so I'm not like leading anyone on. Not clickbaiting.
Not clickbaiting. Of course not.
Wouldn't. Yeah. So lovely quiche scents. Yours are all like nice memories, and mine's like I sniffed this.
No, a quiche is very sophisticated.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Try new bangs, new me. Favorite sound.
Favorite sound. Oh, man. Oh, I listened to the Hamilton soundtrack this morning.
What is with everyone really getting into Hamilton lately?
I feel like I'm late to the game.
Okay.
Hannah was really into it a few months ago, and we were driving actually back from this studio to the east side, and she wanted to play it for all of us, and she doesn't take no for an answer when you're like, well, I'll listen to it on my own. She's like, no, I have to play it for you right now. And so she played some songs, and it was like, oh, this is cool, this is interesting. And then like weeks and weeks went by, and then I decided to download the soundtrack, and I finally listened to it when I was on vacation. I was like, this is really good.
What is the theme of Hamilton? Excuse my naivety and ignorance.
Yeah, it's about the life of Alexander Hamilton. And it's told through like hip hop and rap mixed with like Broadway. It's a really cool hybrid, and it's I think really awesome because Broadway seems like this such an old school concept. How do you reinvent it? And this seems very much like it. You know how like Spamalot came out and everyone's like, this is cool, this is new and interesting and funny, and then Book of Mormon came out, and that like pushed the boundaries. And I think this is now the next thing that's pushed boundaries. And it's just the songs are super catchy. So
really
another
nice.
heavy rack
from
Grace Helbig.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to give it a listen.
There you go. How about you?
Favorite sound, I would say. I started listening to this band called Cruel Youth, which like how like edgy, right? And they have this song called Hate. It's so good.
It sounds very relaxing.
It's really good. It's like basically like every time I I hate you more, but it's just like aggressive and like mean.
So they wrote that article.
Yeah, they wrote that article exactly. But I love music that like says it. Like, you know, they're just like, I have this opinion and I want you to know it.
There's no symbolism. There's no metaphors. It's like, here it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty great.
I respect it.
Cool Youth. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Your favorite taste? I will remind you guys, mine is not the quiche.
Not the quiche. Not the quiche. What's been my favorite taste lately? Let's see. I bought bagel chips recently.
Okay.
Thinking that they were pita chips. Total mistake.
It happens.
Turns out they're delicious.
Oh, yeah, the
Love
ones
'em.
that they have at, like, Jewish delis? Like that sort of thing?
I also made the other day, I'm late to the game of avocado toast. And I made avocado toast with this, like, cream cheese and lox and avocados and, like, lemon pepper and all that. And it was so damn good. I was so proud of myself. Thank you, domestic goddess.
Yeah, do you like cooking?
I like trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in general or trying at cooking?
Trying at cooking. Well, just actually in general. I feel like my entire life is just like well-intentioned mess. Tries again. Strikes out again.
Just a piece of meat flopping around.
My podcast got sponsored by this like food delivery service that gives you these like meals that you can make every week, and I couldn't figure out how to stop the subscription from happening because they would get delivered to my door and I wouldn't be home, and so I'd have to throw out boxes. But now I started making the stuff in there, and it's so easy, but it's also complicated at the same time. So
my life.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been fun. So I've been doing that. But the bagel chips really ruled. They were great.
Yeah, they were a bold thing in your life.
Happy accident.
I'd say my favorite taste. if you're a biscuit fan, these are really good.
Can I try one?
Yes.
Do you dip them or you just eat them?
I like to do both,
Okay.
because I'm crazy.
These are really good.
Yeah, they're really good. So I think that's got to be like my fave taste.
Fun texture.
A fun texture.
Fun texture. I'm a very texture person when it comes to food.
What's your favorite textured food?
I love like avocados, like guacamole.
Ooh, like
that.
Wet and moist.
Like cold creamy.
Cold and creamy, that's better than like wet and moist. Cold and creamy sounds like an ice cream shop.
Yeah, but I like mixed textures. I like when there's like a variety. You get that crunch, you get like the cold creamy.
So like chips and dip. You're a fan.
Chips and dip. I love dip dinners. Big fan.
Okay, what is a dip dinner? I feel like I've heard you talk about this before.
Yeah, it's great. Highly recommend.
Okay.
It's like where
Heavy rack.
If you and your friends are hanging out, we did this recently. Just have everyone bring like dips and chips or some sort of like item to dip it in, and like that's like your potluck.
Yeah,
and
you
it
dip.
really is so good.
Oh, that's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm supportive.
It's a fun time. It's a really fun time.
And finally, your favorite feel. It can be either something you touch or emotional.
My favorite feel. Oh, petting my dog.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, she's a little wiggly little thing. So
Me too.
she's we all just trying. So probably her.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'd say having you on this show.
Oh my god.
I think you're wonderful. So,
Vice versa. Thanks for having
wow.
me.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Of course.
What is your social media and why do we care?
You have to decide the latter part for yourselves.
Okay.
I don't want to force opinions down your throats, but it's at Grace Helbig across the board, and except for Snapchat is real Grace Helbig, which is
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It feels really narcissistic and really self-serving to.
But
have
like
that.
you didn't mean it.
I didn't. It's an accident.
If you
guys.
had just like been one of the first people on Snapchat and you were like, I'm gonna make it real Grace Helbig, then it'd be like, okay.
my choice over Grace Helbig. No, I had to get it. Someone else has Grace Helbig. And then also on Full Screen here, I host a podcast called Not Too Deep that Alexis has been on.
Yeah. Was a good time. Be sure to check it all out. It's great, funny, light, but not light in the like fluff way. I mean like bright.
Right.
A brightness, you know?
Upliftingly dumb.
Uplifting. Yeah, that's great. That should be like your bio. I won't force a bio on you, but just a suggestion. Light rack.
Light rack.
Gentle rack. Yeah. If you want to check out any of my stuff, it's all at Alexis. She's all Alexis. G, Z and Zebra, ALL. And then before we go, I have a surprise for you.
What?
So on your podcast, you ask 2 questions every time. What are they?
I ask, if you could throw cold spaghetti at anyone, who would it be? Alive, dead, unreal, whatever. And to tell us your worst pants story, but you can only use 3 words or 3 small phrases.
Sure. Well, we're going to make the first one come true.
What?
Could we please bring out the cold spaghetti?
Cold spaghetti?
And then we're going to throw it at each other.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, that's a lot of cold spaghetti.
So,
Okay. This is exactly how I imagined it.
yeah, like on a platter with a little cover.
Yeah. Also, cold spaghetti, great hangover food.
Good to know.
Yeah, textures are wonderful.
Okay, I'm going to do
have
you're
two
doing like a 2-handed.
Okay.
Okay, so do you have anywhere you want me to aim on you?
I feel like we should like throw it up in somewhat of a celebration.
Okay, so what are we cheersing to?
That this happened. That this is happening right now.
Yes, making dreams a reality.
Okay.
Making theoreticals happen.
Yeah. 1,
All right,
2, 3.
Whee!
Wow.
I'll see you guys next week with a brand new episode of Zall Good. Check out our social media and have a great day.